And hello everyone, this is Yugioh. Welcome back to the channel. So today I am very excited. So the day of this recording, September 9th, is the release of the new Fire King structure deck. This is the next in the OCG series, structure deck R. If you don't know what those are, basically they've done is they've gone through old structure decks and then they've revamped them to make them more competitive in the modern format, right? So things like Dino Fascist Fury in the TCG, Machine Reactor, that's what it's called. What is it? The structure deck Dark World was also a good example of this. And so now they skipped over the Chaos Dragon structure deck and they've given us Fire Kings. I was super excited for this set. Fire Kings was a deck that, growing up, I remember getting clapped a lot by, but as I gotten older, I've started to really like the deck, and I'm very excited to open this up for you guys. So without any further ado, let's just get started. So the way that OCG structure decks work is, I'm just going to mangle this box. Inside, there is a pack. So every single structure deck will come with the same cards. What's different, though, are the rarities. So I believe in the back, yeah. So first of all, there is our new cover card. I'll go over the new cards as we get to them. But for now, yes. So this is our special bonus pack. So this pack will always contain the same cards. I believe it's this one, the new Fire King Xyz monster. I think the original Fire King High Avatar Garunix is in here, and a few other cards. One of these cards will be secret, and that's variable. So I might get a secret Xyz monster, I might get a secret Garunix. I'm not sure yet, so we'll have to crack these open and see. So at the end of the video, I'll open these up so we can see what we get. I'll go through the structure deck first, just to show you what the contents are. And then I'll crack open the other two, get the packs out, and then we'll see what we can get. So, going into the structure deck itself, so we'll start off with the cover card. This is Sacred Fire King Garunix. You only use the first and second effect of this card once per turn. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, and a fire monster whose original attribute is fire, was destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand or graveyard. And then if this card is normal or special summoned, you can destroy one beast warrior, or winged beast fire monster from your hand, deck, or field. And if you do, this card gains attack equal to half that monster's attack until the end of this turn. This card is crazy. There's some really cool combos that you can do with it. That we kind of experimented with. There's a few other really good new cards in this. Where is the opening? And I don't think Fire Kings are going to be a very good deck with the new support, but they do look playable, and they do have some synergies with some meta-relevant strategies. There we go. So we already went over our new boy Garunix. Next new card is this is Fire King High Avatar Kirin. So this is a level 8 Fire Beast monster. During either player's turn, this card is in your hand, you can, or during the player's main phase actually, you can destroy one fire monster in your hand or face of field, and if you do, summon this card from your hand. And then if this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Fire King monster from your hand or graveyard, except for Fire King Avatar Kirin. Then you can destroy one card on the field. This card is crazy. It's kind of like like a Fire King version of Unchained Soul of Shavara, and that's a pretty strong card. Trigger Fire King effects in your hand. There's a really good monster we'll get to later that has some really nice synergy with this card. Yeah, overall this is a very strong card, and I would like to build a Fire King deck, and yeah, this card I think is absolutely necessary. This is Fire King Avatar Hanuman, level 4 Fire Beast Warrior. Has 200 defense, so you can summon it back with Rekindling. If a face-up Fire King monster you control is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. Oh, sorry, not sent to the graveyard, just destroyed by card effect. You can summon this card from your hand. And then while this card is face-up on the field, and a spell or trap effect is activated, so for a spell, trap, card, or effect is activated, you can negate the activation. And if you do, destroy one other fire monster in your hand or on your field. You can only use each effect once per turn. This card's really solid. I mean, it's not as good as Arvada, certainly, but probably a nice 1-up in the deck. Ooh, we have, I believe this is like Fire King Sanctuary of the Fire Kings. When this card is activated, you can place 1 Fire King Island from your deck face up in your field zone. And then once per turn, if a card in your field zone would be destroyed by card effect, you can destroy 1 fire monster in your hand or on your field instead. And then once per turn, if your opponent special summons a monster, you can Xyz summon an Xyz monster using Fire King monsters you control. This card is crazy. Fire King Island is a really, really good field spell. And this just gets out of the deck for free. And as you'll see later, we get into the Xyz monsters. Being able to Xyz on the opponent's turn is actually quite strong. This is, I don't know what this is called. Some poor, I believe. That's like an Atlantean just getting eviscerated. This is like Fire King, the Divine Flame of the Fire King, or something like that. Target the same number of Fire King monsters you control and the same number of cards your opponent controls, and destroy them. And then, if a Fire King monster you control would be destroyed by a card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. You can only use effect once per turn. Sorry, you can only use 1 effect per turn and only once that turn. I mean, this card's crazy. Also, quick update: it doesn't just it can banish it. You can banish it to protect any Fire King card, not just monster. Yeah, this card also really good. Probably just as a nice little 1-of, just a nice little field wipe. And then this is, I don't know what this. I don't know how to read that kanji. Engo no Keshu. Just like combined attack of the Fire Kings or something like that. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. Special summon 1 Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monsters with different types, 1 each from your hand, deck, or graveyard. But negate their effects, also destroy them during the end phase of this turn. And then you can banish this card from your graveyard. Or when you summon a Fire King monster, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the summon. In theory, this sounds really good, but honestly, I don't think it's that good. Alright, now we get into the reprints. So there's Blaster. Blaster finally gets a reprint here. Dogoran. I don't know why Dogoran got a reprint. I feel like it got reprinted not too long ago in a structure deck. This card, honestly, I've never seen this card in my life. It's a reprint, but I don't know where it came from. Rekindling, of course. Dark Hole, nice. Herald of the Abyss. This is a nice little reprint because it was getting popular in meta against Pearly. Flambeau Counter. This is for Battle and Boxers. Imperm. This is a nice little, not Shatterfoil, but like parallel rare Imperm. This card looks nice. And then for the more reprints, we have Fire King Avatar Uranix, Barong, Yaksha, Karen. These are the original cards. Fire King is from the structure deck. Burner. I believe this is Coach Captain Bearman. Coach Soldier Wolfbark. True King Agnemazid. Infernal Flame Emperor. God, how long has it been since this card has had a reprint? This is the cover card for the first fire structure called Blaze of Destruction. Man, I haven't seen this card reprinted in a long time. I think the TCG got reprinted in like a gold series. It's been a while. The Blazing Mars. This is one of like those planet cards from GX, right? What is it? Splendid Venus, the Tip of Mercury, Supremacy Sun. Apparently they're really popular manga. I had no idea what they're for. Bonfire Colossus, Sacred Venus of Nephthys, of course. World Firestone Guards, Spirit of Flames, Fencing Fire Ferret, Alpha the Master Beast. I don't know why this is in here. It just got a reprint in the Rarity Collection. Joel Knockbird is a nice reprint, though, not gonna lie. Onslaught of the Fire Kings. Was it Fire Kings Fire Ring? Tanky. Traden also got a reprint in the tournament pack. I don't know why they're reprinting it here. Spiritual Fire at Kunanai. Chain Destruction. Torrential Tribute. Nice. Appointer of the Red Lotus. I don't know why this is in here either. This card should be banned. Power Sing Stone. This card did need a reprint. Hadn't been reprinted since Starstrike Blast. Coach Soldier Giant Trainer. Diving Direwolf. And Heat of the Fire Charmer Blaze. So that does it for the deck itself. Now we're going to open... Actually, no. So we're going to crack open the other 2 structure decks. We'll get the packs out, and then we'll see what we get. See you guys in a bit. I'll start up with pack number 1. See what we get. Alright, let's open it face down. Unfortunately, the secret rare, all the cards are in the same order, so the secret rare is going to be in a variable spot every single time, but let's see. So, start from the back, okay? Here is our first card. Super rare Fire King Island. That's nice. Wasn't really hoping to get a secret of this card anyway. Oh, super rare Arvada. That's nice. Interesting. In Japanese, it's actually Ganesha. Super rare Fire King Avatar Garunix. Nice. Hope we can get a secret of him, actually. That'd be kind of cool. And the last two cards. The last two cards, one of them is Nexus, and I forget what the last one is. It's, it's the little baby Fire King. Whoa! Alright, so this is one of the new cards. This is True Fire King Ponix. This card is crazy. It's a level 1 Fire Winged Beast, and you can only use each effect of this card once per turn. If a monster you control whose original attribute was fire is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add 1 Fire King spell or trap from deck to your hand. And then during the next standby phase, after this card was destroyed and sent to the graveyard, add this card back to your hand. At the end of the video, I will show you a brief combo with this card. So please look forward to that. This card is amazing. And then our secret rare is, look at that. This is Divine Fire King Garunix Eternity. So it requires 2 or more level 8 monsters. So it's generic, which is terrifying. It's a fire pyro monster. You only use each effect of this card once per turn. If this card is Xyz summoned, you can destroy all monsters on the field. Or I guess all other monsters on the field. Hello. You can attach one material from this card, target 1 spell or trap on the field, destroy it, and this card gains 500 attack. And then if this card with Xyz material is destroyed, you can special summon Fire King monsters from your graveyard, equal to the number, or at least up to the number of materials this card had. I mean, this thing's amazing. Again, I will show you a little combo with this card. To make this card, I think it's like a 1.5 card combo. So, all right, here we go. Next pack. I can open it from the back. So let's see. We've got Super Fire King Island, Secret Arvada. Okay, that's nice. And then super rares of the rest. Oh, Ultra Garunix Eternity. Okay. That's pretty nice. I do kind of want a secret rare Garunix. That'd be kind of nice. That'd be kind of cool too. Alright, well, last pack. We'll just open it from the front of this. Actually, no. We'll open from the back. Gotta keep it consistent, you know? Oh, never mind. There it is. There's a secret. So you got a second secret Garunix Eternity. Honestly, I'm not too beat up about that. This card looks really nice. And there we go. So give me a little bit before I end the video off. I will show you a little combo that Fire Kings can do with the new support. So give me 1 second. Okay, so this is the very basic combo that Fire Kings can do, and you only need 1.5 cards. You need to open Diabell Star the Dark Witch, card from Age of Overlord, and then a random card. We'll just have it be an Ash Blossom. Okay. So Diabell Star has an effect that says you can summon this card from your hand by sending 1 card from your hand or side of the field to the graveyard. So what you do is you pitch your Ash Blossom, summon her, and then her effect triggers on summon to set a Sinful Spoils spell or trap directly from your deck. So we're gonna set the original Sinful Spoil, Snake Eye. Okay. Now, Snake Eye's effect says you can send 1 other card from your facing field to the graveyard to summon a level 1 fire monster from your hand or deck. So we're going to send the Diabell Star and then summon our Fire King Avatar Ponix. Okay. Now, Ponix is going to activate. On summon, we're going to add a Fire King spell or trap to hand. We're going to add Sanctuary of the Fire Kings. Okay. We're going to activate Sanctuary, use its effect when activated to place a Fire King Island from our deck. Okay. Now, Fire King Island, if you don't know, has the same effect as Dragonic Diagram. You can destroy a card on your hand or field and then add a Fire King from your deck to your hand. So we're using its effect, we're going to blow up the Ponix, and then we're going to add the Sacred Fire King Garunix. Now, Garunix's effect works very bizarrely. It works similar to Astrograph Sorcerer, if you know what that does. But if you don't know, basically what this means is if you search Garunix by destroying a card, like in the case of Fire King Island, because the destruction and adding was simultaneous, you can activate Garunix upon adding. So we can activate Garunix's effect to summon himself from your hand, and then using his effect, we're going to destroy a Fire King monster in our hand, on our field, or in our deck. We'll destroy this guy, Fire King Avatar Barong, and then we just pass. On the opponent's turn, during the standby phase, two things are going to happen. First thing's going to happen is Ponix is going to add itself back to our hand. That's mandatory, so it has to happen first. The second thing that's going to happen is Barong is going to activate and add a Fire King card from our deck to our hand. So we're going to add Fire King High Avatar Kirin. Now, what's going to happen here is, at any point during your opponent's turn, during your opponent's main phase, let's say they activate an effect to special summon a monster. Like, let's say they activate, I don't know, let's say they activate a Pearly, right? We can then chain Kirin, all right? Use Kirin's effect, we can destroy the Ponix, right? And then summon him. And then when your opponent resolves their effect to special summon a monster, we can then activate the effect of Sanctuary of the Fire Kings to Xyz summon, right? Using Fire Kings we control. We have 2 level 8s. So we just Xyz, Kirin, and Garunix to make Garunix Eternity. And then Garunix Eternity is going to activate on summon and destroy all other monsters on the field. That's a very simple combo. It does require your opponent to go into the main phase, and at any point you can get hand trapped. If they ash your Barong, that sucks. If they ash your Ponix, that sucks. If they ash your Diaball Star, that also really sucks. Your Park Island, you can get ashed at like just every single point in this combo, and you can't do it, before your opponent can do anything. You have to do it during the main phase, which is, well, not necessarily you have to do it during the main phase, but I mean, this is when the effect triggers when your opponent summons a monster, and then Kirin can only activate in the main phase. So you get the setup during your opponent's main phase, which is not ideal because they have a lot more options, and then you can still make a board wipe on your opponent's turn. There's probably more that you can do, but like that's just a very simple 1-card combo. So yeah, that does it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, do whatever you do whenever you like a video on YouTube, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.